Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot forecast. This forecast is going to be for May the 3rd, and we are going to start with Aries right off the bat, just like we usually do. So let's see, Aries for May the 3rd, what comes up for you guys? Okay, so first of all, we have the Ace of Wands showing up, followed by the Hierophant in reverse, followed by the Chariot in reverse. Okay. So, Aries, with this Ace of Wands and the Hierophant in reverse, I think that you have this new idea about how to do something in a completely non-typical type of way. It's not that you're doing something new, but you're doing something that has been around a while. You're just doing it in a new way with your own twist. And why is this happening? Well, this is happening because trying to do it in the traditional old-fashioned way has brought up obstacles and is taking more time than what you would like it to take. And so you've decided to change tactics and do it in a more customized way, shall we say. Okay. So that's for Aries. Thank you to those of you who are here. Thank you also for your thumbs ups and for sharing this video with others who may find use in them. And of course, thank you to those of you ordering private readings from me. Let's look at Taurus next, and this is going to be Taurus for, excuse me, May the 3rd. All right, Taurus, what do we have? What do we have? Hello there, Nasia. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Okay, so Taurus, you guys have the King of Cups showing up in reverse. You have the Star showing up in reverse as well. And you have the Magician in reverse. Okay, so King of Cups and the Star in reverse, Taurus. I'm just feeling around here. Taurus, it's almost like somebody just likes you too much. And you're kind of wishing that they didn't have as strong of feelings for you as they did. You're kind of wishing that they would back off with those feelings, but you're really not seeing a chance of that happening. And why is this happening? You're not really seeing this person as somebody who you can collaborate with or get things accomplished with. You know, you're not seeing this person as somebody who inspires you or gets you going. You don't see this person as somebody who is able to do the things that you are wanting to, you're wanting somebody to be able to do. And so there's really not any attraction, whether this is a romantic type thing or whether this is a business type thing or whatever. There's really no draw for you to this person. And so you're kind of wishing that they wouldn't be so drawn to you, but you don't see any signs of that letting up anytime soon on the 3rd. Glad to hear that you are great, my dear. I'm fantastic, thank you. I'm looking at my camera and going, wow, my shirt is not sitting right. All right, let's look at Gemini next. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. This is Gemini for May the 3rd. Nasia, where are you watching from? What country or what state? Gemini, Gemini. Okay, so Geminis, what we have here is the 8 of Swords showing up in reverse. 3 of Clubs also showing up in reverse. And the 3 of Cups showing up right side up. So Geminis, I think that you had been making some kind of plans for the future, even with everything that we're going through right now in the world. You had been making some kind of plans for the future. And I think that you have been released from those plans. Those plans are no longer things that anybody is expecting you to fulfill, and maybe they're asking you not to, or maybe you've just decided, you know what, those plans worked for when I made them, but they don't work now, so I'm not going to go through with them. So there's some kind of release from some plans that were previously made. And why is this? Well, this is because of friendship. There's something going on between you and a friend that you're realizing that this is whatever plans that you guys made are no longer appropriate. And so not following through with them, basically. All right, so that's Gemini. Up next, let's take a peek at Cancer. This is going to be Cancer for May the 3rd. Okay, so Cancers. First card you have showing up is the Magician. Woot woot. Brenda Rosario. Hello, hello. Glad you're here. Justice in reverse. And Four of Cups in reverse, Cancers. What's going on here? Kind of conflicting energies here. So I'm just feeling around a little bit. We've got the Magician. The Magician can manifest whatever he wants. He's really great about putting his mind to something and making it happen. And then we've got the Justice card, which talks about unfair decision. Cancer, what really looks like it's coming up here, is this something Cancer's doing or something that's happening to them? Cancers, I think what's going on here is that there is somebody who is in your sphere of influence who has influenced somebody else to make a decision against you that really was not a fair decision. It was a corrupt decision. And why is that happening? Because that person has been feeling like poor me and jealous because you have something that they don't have. And they're looking at making this unfair decision happen as their way of sort of evening the playing field, their opportunity to make things right, basically. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen intrigue to that level ever show up in a 3-card reading before. All right, let's look at Leo next, and this is going to be Leo for May the 3rd. Okay, so Leo's Knight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Temperance showing up in reverse. And the Eight of Cups also showing up in reverse. So Leo's Knight of Pentacles in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Leo's, this talks about that you're in a situation where you're feeling really impatient to move forward with this situation. But at the same time, you don't want to put energy or effort into this situation. So you want the situation to move forward. You just don't want to be the one powering that movement. You want somebody else to be putting the energy or effort into this situation to move it forward, because you are certainly not. And you're very impatient with this situation already. Why is this happening? Because you're going back to a situation that left you feeling overloaded, overwhelmed, underappreciated, underpaid, whatever that is. Sometimes it's a romantic relationship that we walk away from because we feel like we're not, we're putting everything into it, but the other person is putting nothing. Sometimes this is about a work situation where we're completely underpaid for the work that we do, that we've walked away from. So there's a situation where you were putting a lot of energy and effort, but you weren't being replenished, that you have walked away from. Now you've walked back to the situation and you want the situation to work. In fact, you're impatient for the situation to work, but by golly, you're not putting energy or effort into it. You put enough energy and effort into it the last time around. Now you've decided, well, it's the other person's time to put something into it. Just a little food for thought here, Leos. If somebody has a track record of not replenishing, not being even, not being fair, I mean, I hope you have a really good reason to think by going back and expecting them to act differently, things will turn out better. I really hope you have a good reason to think that, because I don't see this as a situation that typically ends well. Alta, hello, hello. Glad you're here. Virgo's up next. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thanks also for sharing this video with others if you find it helpful. And thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings from me. It is because of all of you guys' support at every single level that I am able to do what I love to do for my living. So it is genuinely appreciated. La da da da. Let's look at Virgo for May 3rd. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Okay, Virgos. You guys have the 10 of Wands showing up in reverse. You have the 6 of Cups showing up in reverse. Hello there, D. Gill. Welcome. Virgos, you have the Lovers showing up right side up. Okay, so Virgos. You're putting down some kind of responsibility that has to do with an ex or with somebody from your past. Maybe you were carrying some kind of responsibility that had to do with them or that helped them out, and now you're just done with that on the 3rd, Virgo. And why is that? Well, there's a couple of reasons that could be, Virgo. For some of you, it's because you have a new partner that just makes you realize that there's really no reason to continue to carry any responsibilities with this person from your past. But for others of you, and I think really for more of you, it's going to be because you've just decided that you really don't want to carry burdens with somebody that's from your past, that you don't really enjoy their company anyway. You don't want to be around them any more than you have to. So why would you carry responsibilities with them? So for most of you, I think you're just straight up making this decision. For others of you, I think the fact that you're in another partnership is motivating you to make this decision. So that was Virgo. How you doing today, D. Gill? Next up, we're looking at Libra. This is Libra for May the 3rd. Let's see what shows up. Glad to hear you're pretty good. I'm fantastic, my dear. Oh, that's trippy. Okay, well, Libras, you guys have the 10 of Wands right side up. You have the 6 of Cups right side up. And you have the Lovers in reverse. So basically, you've got exactly the opposite of what Virgo had. I'm glad you guys actually saw me shuffle. How does that even happen? Okay, Libras. 10 of Wands with the 6 of Cups. You are picking up some kind of new responsibility with somebody from your past that you have fond memories of. Why are you doing this? Because there was a partnership that has dissolved in your life with somebody else. That one was cut and dry. Cut and dry. Alrighty, let's look at Scorpio next. Shakoya, you're just in time. A couple of signs ahead of time. Glad you're here, my dear. How are you? All right, so Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, let's see what we have for tomorrow, May the 3rd. I've been finding a lot of these things. As soon as I predict them, I'll get done with the video and they happen. Let's see what comes up, though. Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. Well, let's start at the start. We have the Queen of Swords, Three of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot. So with the Queen of Swords right side up and the Three of Cups in reverse, we are tolerating somebody in our sphere of influence, maybe more than one somebody in our sphere of influence, because logically it makes sense to tolerate them or to put up with them, even though they do get on our nerves. Absolutely, they get on our nerves with that Three of Cups in reverse. Maybe they've even out and out insulted or offended us, but we're thinking this through logically, and we're realizing, you know what, as much as I would like to tell them to go float a boat, it makes more sense for me to keep them around doing what they do. And why is that? Because we have a goal, Scorpios, that we are meeting. And this goal is something that requires more than just us. Requires the help of others, or at the very least the encouragement of others, but probably also the help of others to move it forward. And we are successful with this goal. And so to be successful with that goal, we're going to put up with whatever we have to make sure that that goal has happened. Okay? Glad to hear that you are great. I'm fantastic. Thank you. We have a beautiful day here. I think it's supposed to get like up to 80 here in Missouri, where I am. That'll be the warmest day so far. Lots of green, lots of birds, lots of lawnmowers. And I don't know what happened to the dogs next door, but they're being quiet. Maybe someone took them in the house for a while. So I'm having a great day. Sagittarius is up next. Sagittarius for May the 3rd. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups and for sharing this video. If you feel like it benefits you, it'll probably benefit other people as well. And thank you also to those of you who are ordering readings from me. It is because of all of your support at every single level that I get to do what I love to do for a living. So the appreciation is genuine. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Sagittarius, you guys have the Strength card showing up, along with the Two of Wands, along with the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Sagittarius, I like to see the Strength card. So, Strength card tells me that you're feeling very comfortable in your own skin. All right. Some of you may actually be going to work out. It could literally have to do with building. But for me, a lot of times this has to do with self-esteem. And I think for more of you, this has to do with self-esteem, that your self-esteem is coming up and building when we see this card. And part of the reason it's building is because you have a choice in front of you on the 3rd. And no matter what you choose, it's a good choice. There's not really a bad choice to be had here. Okay. Now, why is it happening? Isn't this funny? This is happening because you have a King of Swords in reverse personality that shows up in your sphere of influence. And this is somebody who is moody, grumpy. They may not be telling the truth. They try to get you to jump through hoops so that you do whatever it is that they want you to do. Biggest keywords here are moody and grumpy, though, with them. So because this person is moody or grumpy, it's kind of funny. It like kicks off, instead of them saying things that make you feel like, you know, like you're lower than the ants, Whatever they're saying is making you realize exactly what your worth is and how important you are. And it's also making you realize that you have some choices here. You don't have to hang out with this person. There are other choices that you could do as well. And so this person's moodiness or grumpiness is actually propelling you into something that's happiness making without them. All right, so who is that? That was Sagittarius. Okay, next, let's take a peek at Capricorn. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups and for sharing this video. And of course, thank you for getting private readings from me. Those are available either by phone or by Skype. All the information is in the description box below. Actually, the link to the website with all the information is in the description box below. Capricorns, you guys got the 9 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Okay, so 9 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles is just telling me that you're getting some good news about money or material goods that is making you feel very, very, very good, very happy, very satisfied. You're planning on what you're going to be doing with that money or material goods, and this is very satisfying for you. Now, why is this happening? Because there was some confusion around what was going to be happening with your money or material goods, and you've been able to ask those questions and get that confusion cleared up with this Page of Pentacles. Whoops, sorry about shaking the table. Okay, so that's Capricorn. Next, we have Aquarius. That was pretty good, huh, Shakoya? Aquarius for May the 3rd. Okay, so Aquarius, you guys have the 9 of Cups in reverse. You have the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse. And you have the Lovers. What's going on here? Aquarius, I think that you're giving somebody a second chance, and it's kind of against your better judgment, but you are giving somebody a second chance on the 3rd. And why is that? Because you made the decision that you're going to do that. It's totally your decision. With that Lovers card, this Lovers card does not come across to me as anything romantic as much as it comes across as a decision. Now, the person that you're giving the second chance to could be a romantic partner or an ex-romantic partner, but doesn't have to be. This could be somebody else you're giving a second chance to very easily. Okay. Right, I thought that sounded pretty good too, Shakoya. All right, so that was Aquarius. Next up, we're going to do Pisces. Pisces for May the 3rd. Pisces, you guys have a lot to talk about. We could do a full-on reading, Pisces, and probably not cover everything that you're thinking about lately. All right, but we're just going to do our 3 cards. Knight of Cups showing up in reverse. Death card showing up right side up. And the Hierophant. So, Pisces, there is something traditional and probably long-standing that you're not feeling so good about anymore. You're really not even necessarily wanting to move forward with it anymore. Okay. And why? Because it's been made too traditional, too strict, too old world. Because it's making you feel confined. Okay. So because this thing is making you feel confined, this thing, this agreement, this thought, this theory, this situation is making you feel confined, you're not liking it anymore. And you are done with it. With that death card, you're done with it. You're like, you know what? No, no, no. Not dealing with that anymore. Okay. So that's for Pisces. That covers everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all keeping me on my toes here on the live readings. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, peaceful, exciting day. And I'll see you guys back here the next time. Peace out.